Welcome to the channel, MMA fans. We've got a wild one for you today. From Conor McGregor getting booed in his own backyard to BJ Penn's disturbing social media meltdown, there's a lot to unpack. Rafael Xsesive is considering a move down to featherweight. Islam Makhachev is cooking up a new submission technique. So buckle up, because we're breaking it all down right now. Rafael Xsesive, one of the most dynamic strikers in the UFC lightweight division, is now seriously considering a move down to the featherweight division following his recent loss to Justin Gaethje at UFC 313. Xsesive took the fight on short notice, and while he put up a valiant effort, he ultimately lost via unanimous decision. The bout made him reflect on whether he was competing in the right weight class. In a recent interview on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, Xsesive openly discussed how easy his weight cut was for the fight, even with the short preparation time. He revealed that his nutritionist, Jason, actually had to force him to gain weight during fight week because his body was shedding pounds too quickly. According to Xsesive, he felt small compared to some of the division's bigger contenders, including Gaethje himself. Xsesive stated, "I'm starting to think right now about changing weight divisions because I cut weight very easily. This time, even though it was short notice, I dropped weight too fast. My nutritionist had to keep feeding me more because my weight was going too low." He also compared his natural size to other lightweights, pointing out that Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira walk around at over 180 pounds, while he himself walks around at just 170 pounds. He admitted that when he was in the octagon with Gaethje, he could feel the size difference, saying, "When I kicked him, it felt like I was kicking with my fingers." Xsesive emphasized that he wouldn't just be looking for any fight at 145 pounds. He wants top-tier opponents. He issued a warning to the featherweight division, claiming that if he moves down, the top contenders will have a serious problem on their hands. Next up, Conor McGregor has long been one of the most celebrated athletes in Ireland, with his countrymen proudly waving the tricolour flag whenever he steps into the cage. However, in recent years, his relationship with Irish fans appears to have changed significantly. This shift was on full display at a Limp Bizkit concert at the Arena in Dublin, where McGregor was in attendance. When frontman Fred Durst mentioned McGregor's name on stage, the crowd's reaction was overwhelmingly negative, with loud boos echoing throughout the venue.
It sounds like you're in love with Conor McGregor here.
This moment stood in stark contrast to 2014, when McGregor was welcomed like a hero in the same arena for his fight against Diego Brandao. The reaction at the concert has fueled discussions about whether McGregor has lost favor with his home country. Over the years, several controversies, both inside and outside the cage, have contributed to this shift. His legal issues, allegations of misconduct, and even some of his social media antics have alienated a portion of his fan base. Some believe that his perceived arrogance and erratic behavior have soured the admiration many Irish fans once had for him. Despite this, McGregor remains one of the most influential figures in MMA, with a global fan base that continues to support him. However, the Dublin incident serves as a stark reminder that the love affair between McGregor and his Irish supporters may not be as strong as it once was. Moving on, we have Islam Makhachev, the reigning UFC lightweight champion, has established himself as one of the most dominant grapplers in the sport, continuing the legacy of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Known for his suffocating top control and relentless wrestling, Makhachev has now been seen developing a new submission technique in training. A video surfaced recently, showing Makhachev working on an innovative choke that has drawn attention from fans and analysts alike. While details about the move are still scarce, some speculate that it could be a variation of a front choke, possibly a mix between a guillotine and a Darce choke. Others believe he is refining a new way to set up his already lethal arm triangle submissions. Makhachev's evolution as a grappler has been a key factor in his success. Unlike his mentor Khabib, who primarily relied on ground and pound, Makhachev has demonstrated a more submission-heavy approach. He showcased this in his title-winning performance against Charles Oliveira, submitting the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt with an arm triangle choke, an impressive feat given Oliveira's reputation as one of the best submission artists in UFC history. With his constant evolution, Makhachev's opponents will have yet another weapon to worry about. If this new choke proves to be effective, it could add another layer of danger to an already dominant champion's arsenal. And now, Jalen Turner, also known as the Tarantula, has officially announced his retirement from MMA following his submission loss to Ignacio Bahamondes. The 29-year-old lightweight made the emotional announcement just days after the fight, confirming that he would be stepping away from the sport. Turner shared a heartfelt message on social media, reflecting on his journey. He detailed how he started training MMA in his backyard as an 18-year-old with no clear path in life. Against the odds, he made it into the UFC by 2018 and even cracked the top 10 rankings in one of the toughest divisions in the sport. In his post, Turner wrote, "Looking back, it doesn't even feel real. I love you all. I'm sorry I lost my focus and fire earlier than expected. 29 years young, time is on my side. We'll see what the future holds." Turner's decision to retire at such a young age surprised many fans and fighters. While he didn't go into detail about what led to his retirement, his statement suggests that he may have lost his passion for fighting. Some speculate that the grind of the sport, combined with recent losses, may have played a role in his decision. For now, Turner leaves behind a career that saw him rise through the ranks with an exciting fighting style and memorable performances. Whether this retirement is permanent or just a temporary break remains to be seen. Next up, the MMA community is deeply concerned about the mental health of former UFC champion BJ Penn following a series of disturbing Instagram posts. Penn, a UFC Hall of Famer, has made shocking claims on social media, alleging that the government unalived his mother and brother and replaced his mother with an imposter in an attempt to steal his family's wealth. In a video he posted, Penn appeared erratic and distraught, confronting a woman he claims is pretending to be his mother. His behavior has raised major red flags, with many fearing for his well-being. This isn't the first time Penn has been in the spotlight for troubling reasons. Over the years, he has struggled with legal issues, substance use, and erratic public behavior. However, his recent posts suggest that his mental health may be in a severely deteriorated state. The MMA community has responded with a mix of concern and speculation about BJ Penn's condition. UFC fighter Jared Gordon, who has been open about his own battles with substance dependency, suggested that Penn's behavior could be linked to substance use. Gordon tweeted, "Sounds like meth. Dependency is definitely a mental disorder, but the paranoia sounds induced by uppers. I know he's had problems with meth before." Jason M. Miller, another former UFC fighter with a history of personal struggles, also weighed in, saying, "I am very concerned. This is probably the saddest case of CTE ever in MMA. I fear this is going to end badly. It's not even funny anymore." Many fans who once laughed at Penn's social media antics now see the situation as tragic. One fan commented, "Poor mom, she's heartbroken. I used to laugh at his posts, but now it's just really sad. I hope he gets help." BJ Penn's case is another painful reminder of the toll that MMA can take on fighters, both physically and mentally. Whether it's due to chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, substance abuse, or another underlying issue, the concern surrounding Penn is growing. Many in the MMA world are now calling for those close to him to intervene and help him get the support he needs before it's too late. Well, fight fans, that just about wraps up for today's MMA news. But now we want to hear from you. Do you think Rafael Xsesive should drop to 145? What do you make of the crowd turning on Conor McGregor? And most importantly, should BJ Penn's inner circle step in before it's too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and watch one of these videos that YouTube suggests. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest updates in the fight world. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.